And welcome back to HirePresence. My guest today is Jim Fortin. He is a persuasion and influence expert. Everything we're talking about today is helping job seekers become job finders, but we're really teaching some Jedi mind tricks. I mean, Jim, when we get into this stuff, we're really talking about how do you begin to change an outcome in a real stealthy way.
Well, we talked, before we broke here for a second, I said, make sure that you come back because I want to talk about something here very important. The analytical mind, left side of the brain, reads 7 bits of information a second. The unconscious mind reads 1,000,000 bits of information a second. So analytically, you're sitting here listening. What you're not focusing on right now is how tight is the pressure in your belt around your waist, or the pressure in your big toe, or the temperature in the room. Research has demonstrated that body language can determine who will win an election. So we talked a moment ago about you being predominantly auditory and moving at this pace, and me being predominantly visual and moving at a faster pace. So let's look at how important body language is in the interview process. The best example is Rush Limbaugh. He has something like 17, 18 million listeners on the radio, yet every time that he's on TV, his show gets canceled or he gets booted or something happens. Because on the radio, we can't see him. But on TV, we can see him, and he has a very accusatory body language, which actually polarizes people and puts them off. He'll do things, if you watch pictures of Rush Limbaugh, he'll point like this at people, and it puts them off. You should do this. This is wrong. That's wrong. People don't want to hear that, and they do want to hear it. They don't want to see it. Okay, so that's how powerful body language is, and that's why he can do it well on radio, but he can't pull it off on TV. So in a job interview, again, we go back to where we started. If you're not confident, they know it. They know it. They can smell it at some level. Mm-hmm. That's why body language in an interview is vital in an interview. Absolutely.
I totally agree. Now, Jim, you work with people all over the world, and I know that even when we've done another talk where I realize everybody else in the room had spoken to over 1 million people except me. But the thing that's really important is you work with a specific group of people more than others. Who would that be? Who's going to get the most benefit?
You want to be candid with you?
Yeah.
Smart people.
Okay.
What I mean by that is people that when you give them something, they take it. People that are looking for new and different ways, people that are looking for the edge on their competition. When it comes to my marketing, I teach predominantly selling professionals, but I've noticed that if I profile my students and my clients, they're all people that do well and they want to do really well. I get the least results of people that are like, oh my gosh, my life's upside down, help me. I can't, because you've already gotten yourself there. Can I? Yes, I can, but they're already upside down mentally. I work really well with people that are like, okay, this is where I am, take me from here to here. Very easy to do just like that.
But that's an implementation.
Right.
I found that people that are implementers, if you're listening to this or you're watching this, then you've got the opportunity to take what we've been talking about and do something with it. If you're in the implementation mode, you'll begin to internalize it right away.
Right away. Actually, go to my website. You'll give them the thing, and there's actually on my website, I've got a couple of websites, mindauthority.com. There's something like 20 videos right there where they can start picking up massive amounts of information that they can take to job interviews to be more influential than their competition right away. You've been to my program. Everything is broken down into very simple steps so that anyone can use it. It's not an 8-hour program you have to watch and then, okay, now how do I put this together? Very simple steps that anyone can implement right away.
So your website is mindauthority.network.com.
Right, but I also have mindauthority.com, and they can click on the network. You can click on the network banner, Mind Authority Network banner on mindauthority.com. At mindauthority.com, just click the blog. Watch the videos. There's probably 20 videos where I explain this information in depth.
Now, your course, you've got that in... you've got that several different ways. I know that. I've been through it. So are you still presenting those?
Yeah, I'm still presenting. I haven't presented locally in Dallas for the last couple of years. I'm starting the Mind Authority Network. We launched Monday, where I take all of my material, break it down into bite-sized videos, and we put all these videos on my membership site where people can just check in as they want each and every day. Come watch videos, build your skills as you go. There's no upsells. It's all very tangible, very real information that you can use right away to actually, as you said when you started, give yourself a competitive edge. when you're out there interviewing, because if there are millions, 30 million people unemployed. You've got to be stronger than your competition, both mentally when you're going there. You've got to take your entire self to that job interview, and then you've got to outshine in terms of your communication skills or knowing how to communicate with that person. I can help anyone.
Well, we've been interviewing, the interviews so far. If you haven't caught all the shows, there are other shows on YouTube and on this the Facebook fan page is HirePresence. And but everything we've been talking about has been how to set yourself in the most favorable view. And when we talk today, that's all we're talking about, is bringing you into a position where you can get more from every interview you get into. Now, on this next segment, we're going to go even get some real tangible takeaways from today's video, so that you can literally get up from the computer or whatever you're watching this on and begin to take steps that will change your career and get you hired, which is what HirePresence is really all about. Thanks so much. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Weight Loss Surgery Channel is the world's first online television network devoted exclusively to the weight loss surgery community. Find the information, support, and guidance that can keep you on the road to success. The Weight Loss Surgery Channel, here for you on the web 24 hours a day, every day. Visit us at weightlosssurgerychannel.com.